Imagine, you're trying to lose weight. You show up for work and your coworker brought an entire box of hot, fresh, Krispy Kreme donuts. You know it's not good for you and you probably shouldn't, but it's right there staring you in the face and it's so tantalizing. That's how I feel about drafting George Pickens. His upside is so tantalizing. He might have the most raw talent of any player in this draft class. He also landed in a great spot on a team with a penchant for developing wide receivers. And yet, when I'm on the clock and he's staring me in the face, I can't help but think, don't do it. It's not good for you. Make the smart choice. But if he's so talented, why would he be a bad pick? Well, let's get into the film and find out. First, let's look at the stuff he does that gets you drooling. His physical tools are absolutely outstanding. He stands at 6'3" and 200 pounds, and for a guy his size, he is not supposed to move as fluidly as he does. He's a smooth runner who makes it look easy. And when he gets ahead of steam, he is very hard to keep up with. On top of that, he's strong as an ox and has shown the ability to treat DBs like rag dolls. It's a God-given gift. And he's not just a track athlete either. There are some things he does extremely well on the football field, particularly his ball skills. The way he's able to keep track of the ball way down the field and always be in the right place to bring it in is remarkable. Because of his height, long arms, and jumping ability, he has a huge catch radius, and he regularly showed the ability to extend and pluck balls that are thrown outside his frame. He does a pretty good job boxing out defenders in contested catch situations. His hands are very reliable, and I love his willingness to lay out to make a catch. He also shows glimpses of excellent route running, which at his size would be truly lethal. When he's able to sink his hips, fire his feet, and dust a guy right off the line, it is truly a sight to behold. He has ballerina-like feet and shows twitchiness on his routes that just shouldn't be possible for a man his size. The problem is, I wouldn't say that's the norm for him, or at least it's super inconsistent. When you watch full games, you see these instances of a beautiful route spaced out between long stretches of just trying to outspeed and outmuscle people and not really separating. You know he has the physical ability to do it, and you've seen in other places that he knows the proper technique, so why is he not doing it every play? I can't pretend to fully know the answer to that question, but I suspect it has a lot to do with maturity and work ethic. Listen, I'm not in the locker room, I don't know the kid, but where there's smoke, there's fire. He's been suspended for violating team rules, ejected for fighting, flagged for squirting his water bottle on an opponent, and I see tons of plays on film where he either seemingly took the play off or completely lost concentration. And honestly, I just don't see much development in his game at all from freshman year to where he is now. To me, this is a major red flag. I see a guy who seems too reliant on his God-given talent. And I don't care how talented you are, if you aren't willing to put in the work to develop your craft, you won't succeed at the next level. His production in college is also far from elite. We can make all the excuses about a run-heavy offense and a COVID season, and obviously his final year he was hurt for most of it. But even then he played 4 full games and only had 5 total catches. I just think he needs to wear a lot of the blame for his lack of college production, and as analysts we can't ignore it or excuse it because it presents real risk to the people who we're telling to draft him. The potential is very real with Pickens, but so is the risk that he's a complete bust. I'm comfortable taking that shot at the very back of the first round or in the early second, but also if someone else in your league loves him and wants to give up a 23 first to come get him, I'd do that all day. All in all, his upside is about as tempting as that box of Krispy Kreme donuts, but I'm afraid he might be empty calories on your Dynasty team. So kids, eat your fruits and veggies. For more rookie breakdowns, check out this playlist and I'll see you there.